So you want it into a meet.
You definitely gotta find out what you gotta do next, man. You got your application in, you found the meet, you found the address where you're gonna go. What's next?
You picked you up a little singlet. You ready to show it off?
Ready to get in the game now. What do you think you do next? You make sure you read that rule book.
Read the rules. What do you need to do at the meet?
Definitely.
Make sure you have all the commands down.
Because at some meets, they're going to have a start command on the bench. Some don't. Some let you squat and rack. Some don't. You don't want to miss out on some of these technicalities because you didn't read the rule book and you're just going playing it by ear.
I've seen it again and again. Someone has grinded up a squat from their ankles and they took it from them because they didn't wait for rack. That's horrible.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that just got a set of PR, but you racked it before he said rack.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Definitely don't be that guy.
And you want to make sure all your equipment's approved for whatever division you're lifting in. If you're lifting in the raw division, make sure you check out what allowed in the raw division. Some allow sleeves, some allow wraps, but you got to make sure which ones allow what so you don't bring the wrong stuff.
Exactly. Always make sure you read your rule book. You don't want to show up for, you're going to show up, you're in school, you never showed up for a test without studying, right? So don't show up to a meet without reading your rule book.
Definitely. You don't want to test your strength and you ain't studying.
Yeah, be prepared.
So what's the most important thing you're probably going to bring to the meet? Your bag.
Your bag.
Your bag, your gym bag. You got to make sure everything is in that bag the night before. You don't want to try to hustle around early in the morning because it will be early because all these meets are early. Trying to throw everything in your bag last minute, trying to get everything you need to get bright and early. So make sure that bag is packed with everything you need.
I've done that before. I've got up and they were the meet. It was like, where the heck are my long socks? Things nowhere. Don't do that. I got one Converse. I got one long sock. I'm just toast. So just make sure that the day before you pack everything you need. You pack your food. If you're going to bring Pop-Tarts, you get those. Whatever you need the day before. Put your pre-workout in. Everything you need in your bag. You have your belt. Got to bring your belt. Everything you need at that meet, you should have in your bag.
Every single thing, man. And like you said, you want to bring Pop-Tarts, you want to get your hydration right. I mean, if it's a long meet, you can still bring like a little bit of light food. You don't want to bring nothing heavy because we tried to bring sandwiches our first meet, and you eat a sandwich, you got to run take a nap.
Yeah, we'll be in the bathroom, sir.
And you definitely don't want to catch the muds at the meet.
Yeah, you next to the platform, you in the bathroom.
So make sure you got your hydration, your equipment, and your food, man.
Yep, always, always, always. Pack your bag the day before, have a little to-do list, make sure everything in that to-do list is in your bag. And then you might be ready to step on the platform.
All right, it's your turn. You pick your numbers. What numbers are you going to pick?
Yeah, man. Are you going to go for it all the first lift and end up bombing out?
That's something you definitely don't want to do. You need to pick something that you can at least hit for 3 reps on one leg, half asleep.
Yeah, you want to do something you can roll out of bed and do. Like my brother, his first attempt at his last meet was 500, and he's done 500. I've seen him do 500 a million times in his gym. You want to do something that is so cake that you won't even think twice about it.
Definitely. Like you said, you want to pick something when you roll out of bed and it's a bar on the floor, you can just give it what you got and go back to sleep.
This is nothing, bitches.
This is my sleep. That's what you want. You don't want to try something too heavy, trying to set a record on your first attempt, and then you mess around and miss, and that's pretty much it. You just wasted your money, wasted your time.
Hey, think about it. You're saying whatever that entry fee was, you paid whatever to get that card. Your family might be in the crowd. Your girlfriend or wife might be in the crowd. People you know might be in the crowd.
The gas you spent driving out there.
Don't forget, that gas is always expensive.
These days, you wasted almost $4 a gallon. You bomb out.
For real.
All that food you bought, all this prep, you just got you a brand new pair of red bands to go to the meet. Now you can't even use them.
Now you toast. Now you toast. And you done train for 12 weeks. You done train hard. You done put your heart and soul into it just to bomb out. It's not a good feeling. So make sure you choose your numbers accordingly. And we all have been there. We all have been back in the warm-up room, and this don't feel right. This stuff don't feel right. You go up. Don't try to be crazy. You know, say I'm gonna do it anyway. Go and adjust your numbers.
Do not ego lift. Make sure that first attempt is in, and then you can play with the next 2 attempts. As long as you get that first attempt in, you're in the meet. So no matter what happens after that, you're still in the meet.
Yeah, man. Before you have that all-out mentality, make sure you get into the meet. Then the second and third, hey, let's do it, baby.
Let's set records. Let's set PRs.
Yeah, man. Anything can fall on me after that. But just make sure you get your first lift in, baby.
And last but not least, make sure you have fun. Don't be sitting at home looking up records, trying to compare yourself to everybody else before you even go to the meet. You just go in there to do what you got to do for yourself. Just have a good time.
Yeah, for example, some people will go and they'll start looking at that federation's rules and they'll be like, okay, I'm 165. Damn, this guy Smith, he's 165. He squats 700 pounds raw. I can't compete against this guy, so why should I step on the platform? You have to think that one guy is not going to show up to every meet you go to. So don't worry about him, plus you're not there to compete against him. You're there to compete against yourself. The only competition you have is yourself. So don't worry about other lifters. Don't worry about what they can do. You show up to the platform, you put everything you can into it, and you go all out. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing.
Definitely. Don't be looking at Mr. Smith's records. Mr. Smith's been powerlifting for 16 years.
Yeah.
This is your first meet. You're not going to come out on top. Maybe you will, but you can't let that psych you out. When you get there, you're going to find out that a lot of powerlifters want to see you do good. Whether your max is 600 or 300, they want to see you hit your lifts. You can get all the advice you're going to get, and by the end of the meet, you're probably going to at least know 10 guys.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if you were to come in second or you were to come in third, it's just going to motivate you. My first meet, I came in second. My second meet, I came in third. Like, I kept going from there, and after that, I kept getting first place. We all don't win our first meets. We all don't come in first place all the time. But it's up to you to get on the grind and get what you want.
Definitely. My first meet, I competed against somebody that's been lifting against our coach. So this dude was ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
I didn't let it psych me out. I was just excited to see his lifts, and that just went from there, man. I mean, I had no way of beating him, but it still was exciting to see his lifts, see his techniques, you know what I mean? I got to know the guy a little bit, and you know, that's what it's all about. We do what we love, and we want to compete.
Yeah, and then the other side of that, definitely don't be a hater. Don't be back there like, oh, that guy's just super strong because he's on something. That guy, oh man, he's not all that. If somebody is beasting and you're not beasting, I would tell you to go introduce yourself to that person and ask him some training advice and ask him what he's doing. Because like you said, it's probably your first meet, it's probably his like 15th meet, 20th meet, 30th meet. You don't know. Go ask that man for advice and just see what he's doing. But definitely don't be a hater.
Definitely. And you follow these rules and you'll have a great first meet.
A great time, boy. You have
Great
yourself
time.
a good old time.
A good old
whooping. Have yourself a good time.
And like always, man, make sure you subscribe.
Yep, and look for us on Twitter, look for us on Facebook, look for us on Instagram, look for us on Google+. Man, just look for us everywhere.
Just Google Strength Brothers TK.
And like always, make sure you train like a freaking animal.